Hey everyone, welcome back to Benefit Beacon, your go-to place for all things Social Security, retirement planning, and financial tips for older Americans. If you're a retiree, a public servant like a teacher or firefighter, or just planning for your future, today's video is a game changer. We were diving deep into the Social Security Fairness Act of 2025, a brand new law that's putting more money in the pockets of over 2.8 million retirees, including some of you watching right now. This law is already making waves, with monthly benefit increases of up to $1,000 for some and retroactive payments averaging $6,710 already hitting bank accounts. So, grab a coffee, hit that subscribe button, and let's break down what this means for you, who's eligible, and how to make sure you're not missing out. And don't forget to stick around to the end. I've got a bonus tip to maximize your benefits in 2025. Let's get started. Alright, let's start with the basics. What exactly is the Social Security Fairness Act? Signed into law on January 5th, 2025, this is one of the biggest Social Security reforms in decades. It eliminates two rules that have frustrated millions of retirees for years: the Windfall Elimination Provision, or WEP, and the Government Pension Offset, or GPO. If you've never heard of these, don't worry. I'm going to make this super clear. First, let's talk about WEP. The Windfall Elimination Provision was a rule that reduced Social Security benefits for people who worked in jobs not covered by Social Security, like teachers, firefighters, police officers, or federal employees under the old civil service retirement system, and also had other jobs where they paid into Social Security. The idea was to prevent what the government called a windfall, but in reality, it slashed benefits unfairly. For example, if you were a teacher with a state pension and also worked part-time in a Social Security-covered job, WEP could cut your Social Security check by hundreds of dollars a month. Then there's GPO, which was even tougher. This rule reduced or completely eliminated spousal or survivor benefits for people with pensions from non-Social Security-covered jobs. So, if you were married to someone who earned Social Security benefits, but you had a teacher's pension, GPO could wipe out your spousal benefit entirely. These rules affected over 2.8 million Americans, many of whom felt punished for their public service careers. But here's the good news. The Social Security Fairness Act says no more. As of January 2025, both WEP and GPO are gone, meaning millions of retirees are seeing bigger Social Security checks and, in some cases, getting back benefits they were owed for years. Now, you might be wondering, why did this change happen now? Well, after years of advocacy from groups like the National Education Association and AARP, Congress finally passed this bipartisan bill in late 2024, and President Biden signed it into law. It's a huge win for retirees, especially those who've been hit hard by these outdated rules. So, who exactly benefits from this law? If you re-retired and have a pension from a job that didn't pay into Social Security, like a state or local government job, you're likely eligible. This includes teachers in states like Texas, California, or Ohio, where public school jobs often don't contribute to Social Security. Firefighters and police officers in certain municipalities. Federal employees hired before 1984 under the Civil Service Retirement System. Some postal workers or other public servants with similar pensions. But here's the catch. If your pension is from a job that already paid into Social Security, like most private sector jobs, or about 72% of state and local government jobs, you won to see a change. This law specifically helps those whose pensions triggered WEP or GPO reductions. Now let's talk money. The impact is huge. For those affected by WEP, your Social Security retirement benefit could increase by hundreds of dollars a month. Some retirees are seeing boosts of up to $1,000, depending on their earnings history and pension size. For GPO-affected folks, spousal or survivor benefits that were reduced or eliminated are now fully restored. For example, if your spouse passed away and you were denied their Social Security survivor benefit because of your teacher's pension, you could now receive that full amount, potentially thousands of dollars a year. And here's the kicker. The law includes retroactive payments. The Social Security Administration started processing these on February 25, 2025, and most eligible retirees received a one-time payment by the end of March, deposited directly into their bank accounts. The average retroactive payment is $6,710, but some are getting much more, depending on how long they've been retired and how much WEP or GPO reduced their benefits. If you're watching this in May 2025, these monthly increases are already in effect, starting with April payments. So, if you're eligible, you should see a bigger check this month. But don't worry if you haven't yet, we'll cover what to do next. Alright, let's get practical. How do you know if you're eligible? And what should you do to make sure you're getting these benefits? Step 1. Check your status. The easiest way is to visit the Social Security Administration's website at SSA. Govern. They've got a dedicated page for the Social Security Fairness Act. Link in the description below. This page explains the law and has a tool to estimate how much your benefits might increase. If you have a My Social Security account, log in and check your benefit statement. It should reflect the updated amount for April 2025 and beyond. If you don't have an account, now's the time to set one up. It's free, and it lets you see your payment history, download tax forms, and even apply for benefits. I'll do a separate video on setting up a My Social Security account, so hit that notification bell to catch it. Step 2. Confirm your retroactive payment. If you were eligible, you should have received a deposit by now, labeled as a Social Security payment in your bank account. The SSA sent notices by mail or email in February 2025 to confirm these payments, so check your records. If you haven't gotten yours, don't panic. It could be a processing delay, especially since the SSA is handling millions of claims. Step 3. Contact the SSA if something's off. You can call their hotline at 1-800-772-1213, but be warned. Wait times can be long, sometimes up to 2 hours. A better option is to visit a local SSA office, but as of May 2025, many offices require appointments due to new service changes. You can book one online or by phone. If you re-asked for in-person identity proofing, part of the SSA's new fraud prevention rules from April 2025, bring your driver's license, passport, or other ID. Here's a pro tip. If you're not sure whether your pension qualifies, gather your pension documents and Social Security earnings record. The SSA can review your case to confirm eligibility. And if you're still working but nearing retirement, talk to a financial planner now to see how this law affects your future benefits. Now, let's tackle some common questions I've seen in the comments and across forums like Reddit and AARP. First up, I got my retroactive payment, but my monthly benefit hasn't increased yet. What's wrong? This could happen if your case is still being processed. The SSA is working through a backlog, so check your My Social Security account or call to confirm. Another question. Will my state taxes go up because of the extra benefits? It depends on your state. Some states, like Florida and Texas, don't tax Social Security, but others, like Colorado or New Mexico, might. Check with a tax professional to avoid surprises next April. And here's a big one. What if I don't have a My Social Security account and can't visit an office? This is tricky, especially with the new fraud prevention rules. If you can't go in person, ask a family member to help set up your online account or call the SSA to request mailed forms. Just be patient. It's a busy time. One pitfall to avoid: scams. With all this money flowing, scammers are targeting retirees, pretending to be from the SSA. The SSA will never call or email asking for your Social Security number or bank details. If you get a suspicious message, hang up and report it to OIG, SA.gov. Finally, some viewers ask, does this law fix Social Security's funding issues? Sadly, no. The Fairness Act helps specific retirees, but Social Security's trust fund is still projected to face challenges by 2035 unless Congress acts. I'll cover that in a future video, so stay tuned. Before we wrap up, here's your bonus tip to maximize your Social Security in 2025. If you're re-eligible for Fairness Act benefits and also have a spouse with Social Security, consider re-evaluating your claiming strategy. With GPO gone, you might now qualify for spousal benefits you couldn't get before. Talk to the SSA or a financial advisor to see if switching to a spousal benefit could boost your income. Wow, we covered a lot today. If you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into Social Security updates. Got a question about the Fairness Act or your benefits? Drop it in the comments. I read everyone. And if you know a retiree who could benefit from this, share this video with them. And for more tips, check out my playlist on Social Security Basics, link in description, and visit SSA.gov for the latest on the Fairness Act. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.